Okay, we'll talk about the Falconets now. What happened yesterday morning? 6-0 ended. Okay, we weren't expecting a huge win from the Falconets, but the result was shocking.
What a rush, Cecilia. Incredible results. I mean, not in a good way at all.
Yeah.
6-0. The Japanese actually totally toyed with the Falconets. I mean, it was a very, very bad display by the Falconets. And there's been all kinds of excuses, out there. They got there late. The weather wasn't good enough. Not enough preparations. That's not an excuse.
Yeah.
That's a fact. They didn't prepare well enough. Cecilia, before we come back to the Falconets, let's look at the other results that came through for me yesterday. Sweden lost against Korea DPR there by 0-2. That's how that one ended. Spain 5-0. That's another big scoreline over Canada. That's Canada will play Nigeria next.
The biggest of the day.
Papua New Guinea. Wow. No surprises though, Cecilia. I mean, there's Brazil. We all know what Brazil
can do
when it comes to football. 9-0. What a rush. And that other one, they're very not good at all for Nigeria as well. To 6-0 for Japan over Nigeria. I memean, that was totally. I won't say it wasn't totally left field, but then it's still a bit shocking.
Yeah, it was shocking because, I mean, 6-0. It's not a friendly game. It's not a handball. It's actually a football game. And it's the Falconets, 2014, we got to the finals. We lost narrowly to Germany. And if you take a look at Japan, I mean, the bulk of the girls were actually the one who won the won in Costa Rica 2014 on the 17th. So there's a
progression right there, which is what we always preach.
Down to what we have here. So looking at that, how many games were played yesterday? 4 matches played, 22 goals scored, 6 against Nigeria, 9 against Papua New Guinea. And so it tells you how Group B is actually looking like right now. Japan, of course, obviously, and followed by Spain. The score
6 and 5 goals respectively.
Canada and Nigeria. Of course, Nigeria at the bottom because they considered more goals. But up next for them on the 16th is going to be against Canada. And Canada, after conceding that 5, would they give a chance to the Falconets to actually score as much as that? Because they need to beat the Canada now to stand a chance of getting out of this group. If they can't beat Canada, then that means there's a miracle against Spain.
And the Canadians as well will be saying we need to beat Nigeria, to get started in this particular group. Both teams are badly wounded. A lot will be riding on which of the coaches is able to rally his troops to get them focused for this particular game, because that kind of result that those two sides considered on the first day, it can have a way of actually demoralizing. It can have a way of actually making you lose confidence totally. So like I said earlier, the coach Peter Dedevo, he has his work cut out now. I mean, those girls will be really down, but he has to just, get them up again and get them firing again, and, taking on Canada. Canada, if you're looking at the reputation and antecedents, they're not as good as, the likes of Japan and Korea when it comes to under 20 women's football. So all he has to do now is just, try and bring back a bit more confidence into the side and say, girls, actually, we can beat Canada. They're not the greatest, and hopefully they have what it takes to bounce back against the Canadians. But Cecilia, that game was just embarrassing. I mean, it wasn't as if Japan actually just scored from the 6 chances they created. They created a lot more.
Of chances,
they dominated.
It could have been 7 even. It was offside.
Exactly.
That was ruled offside.
And they dominated in every facet. I mean, so it was just a total annihilation of Nigeria by Japan. Good luck to them in the next game against Canada.
That's waiting. We'll just see that game again and see how it actually happened. And it was so bad that Mary Ologboshare had to even score an own goal. That was when it was 3 goals. They were 3 goals down already. She made it 4. And of course, trust the girls. They just had to know what to do. And another one came in and it ended 6-0.
Just about primed to shoot. And Gloria Ogbonna got back and had to time that perfectly, and she did. Watch this for a bit of quality defending. Looked to have the run on her, she was goal side. Goalkeeper was all over the place, and it still might fall here for Sugita. Just didn't have room to shoot. And the follow-up shot wide, just needed a touch. There's no flag there. They want a corner. and they're not going to get it. Just watch the goalkeeper here, Chechi. Defender took it away from her, just wouldn't come down for Sugita. Japan dominating possession here. Nice turn by Norimatsu. Well, they're taking pot shots at will at Sandra Chechi's goal. It was Kitagawa that time. He took aim and fired. Got around the challenge of Ukuoma very easily indeed. Once again, I think Chechi had it covered. Well, slipped as she played the pass, and the deflection, it might work out well here for Japan. All the way across, and there's the opening goal, and it has been coming. Yuka Mamiki, all on her own at the far post, and she didn't miss. Towards the near post, and it was nearly flicked on by Echize. Once again, the clearance didn't go very far. Namiki. Lovely little nutmeg. Great football from Japan. 2-0. What a wonderful team goal that was. Nigeria ripped apart again. They just cannot cope with the pace and the movement of Japan. No wonder the fans are enjoying it. It's going to be Mamiki to strike. Superb. Well, they've clearly worked on that on the training ground, and it's all paid off early in the second half. Surely the game's out of sight now. That was just too high, but it's found its way in. It was aimed for Hasegawa. I'm not sure anyone got a touch. The expression of Chechi says it all, and it's 4-0. Sugita, nicely done. And that's a lovely finish too. 5 it is, and this could end up being anything. Ueno gets her second. It was a very classy finish. Great pass and move football again, the little nutmeg, Ueno. Wow, what can you say about that? What can you say about that? They tried to foul her, and she still found a way through. It's her up. Referee's had one look at her watch. And 2 looks is all she needs. A fantastic performance from Japan, quite brilliant. A hat-trick for Ueno, a couple of goals from Amiki, and an own goal. But really, it was an all-round team display that made Nigeria.